If you're new to the county, you certainly need to get registered in our county if you want to vote in an election, and the deadline is generally 30 days before an election. And since we're having one in November, that would actually be October the 7th for this election. I know a lot of folks are starting to try to make sure they're registered before 2020, and that's equally important. You have to fill out an application if you're new to the county, and we can mail one to them. They can get one off of our webpage, votetomgreencounty.org, or they can come by the office and fill one out. We also have them at, like, county libraries have some forms that you can maybe go and fill out. But there's several different ways you can get registered, but bottom line is you need to make sure you get that form filled out. And a lot of folks get confused sometimes if they move from one county to the other that it's going to follow them, and that's not correct. So be sure that if you have moved into our county that you do get registered within the county. It's also equally important to make sure that everything's current and up to date because, for example, this election we're going to have City of San Angelo will be having an issue on the ballot. So if you lived in, for example, Grape Creek and you've moved into town and you haven't updated it, then you won't be able to vote for the city issue. So in 2020 you'll also have precinct specific and so forth. So make sure everything's current, and we don't mind checking that information for voters at any point, 653-6541, or they can email elections@co.tom-green.tx.us. That's a very long address. But we're happy to check it and verify that everything's current anytime anybody wants to. Generally, when you register, you stay registered until you move and then you update it or so forth. But if we have an indication, some mail's returned to us for some reason that you've moved, then we generally we have to put you in suspense and send an address confirmation and try to track you down and get it updated. And if there's no response to that and you stay in suspense through 2 federal elections, then eventually you're purged from the system. So we generally find people in, like, the next year or 2020 when they're wanting to vote for president, that they come in thinking they've been registered and they fell out of the system at some point. So that's why I always encourage, even if you just fill out the form and you're already there, I'd rather handle the duplicate registration than not get you registered if you need to be registered.